So, over the last few days, you guys must have heard about the new guidelines for AIP. So, Alberta Advantage Immigration Program has introduced certain new guidelines across all its application streams, which it thinks it will help manage the 2024 allocations much more efficiently. So, in this video, I'm going to take you through those aspects of the new updates that came through very recently. In fact, it came through on June 3rd. So just before that, some of the links available to you to join my channel and to join my WhatsApp groups. Okay, so let's go through to the official pages and see what are we talking about. So on June 3rd, AIP introduced new guidelines for AIP. And to just give you a background of this, Alberta Premier had initially requested for a much higher allocations for Alberta for 2024, but it perhaps looks like for 2024 federal government has decided to stick to the same number of applications as was allocated to Alberta in 2023, which is 9750. Now, since the number of applications are limited, Alberta will try to streamline the process so that it's able to manage the 2024 allocations in the most efficient ways as per the economic priorities of the province. So what it has done, so it in a sense, if you guys have looked at the tourism and hospitality stream, it is kind of basing its approach on the approach it took for tourism and hospitality stream, which is that it will now give a date for each month, and on those dates it will accept only those new applications, right? So the first date would be 11th of June, and what you would see is that from each day of next subsequent month, like for example in July it's 8th. Let's see the dates here. I'll take you through the pages, but I'm just looking at the dates here. Yeah, so 9th July, 13th August, 10th September, 8th October, 5th November, and 10th of December. So what it is doing is it's kind of for each month of the day, it will accept limited number of applications under these streams: Alberta Opportunity Stream, Rural Renewal Stream, Tech Pathway, and Tourism and Hospitality Stream. You can say it doesn't include the Alberta Express entry. You can see that it doesn't include the Express entry. However, what we need to understand is that Express entry is a NOI based approach. So if NOI means Alberta, if Alberta finds your application to be, sorry, your Express entry profile to be beneficial, it would apply, it would still send you a notification. So if you look into this, if you look into the steps here, that is what you would see, that the tech pathway has a limited number of applications, because express entry under tech pathway is a sub pathway of the express entry. So one of those is under this new restriction. Okay, we can crunch the numbers and everything, but let's see what the new guidelines are. So for each of these four streams, there would be limited number of applications under individual date, which you can see here. So starting from 11th June, the most allocations are given to Alberta Opportunity Stream, followed by Rural Renewal Stream, and then the Tourism and Hospitality Stream. Remember, Tourism and Hospitality Stream was one of the most popular streams in 2024. When it was launched, it just completed within few hours, in fact, and then since then it is still processing the tourism and hospitality stream. In fact, I think there was an update that tourism and hospitality was completed. Yeah, see, tourism and hospitality is all completed, and AOS and express entry still has some applications unprocessed. This table is not a very good table in my opinion. maybe they will update sometime soon. This was the last update was on 29th of May. I think as time goes by, they will do a better presentation of these numbers. But this is what we are concerned about right now. Okay, so that is the change. So what will happen on these days? So basically what it looks like on these individual date, the applications will start. So you can start applying on these following dates. And then as soon as the application is reached, application target is reached, no further applications would be accepted. Right? And then it will post the latest inventory numbers on the pages regularly, which it is kind of advising all the applications to do. So you have 8 days in 2024 where you can target your stream. So say for example you are eligible, you want to target tech pathway. So on 11th of June, the tech pathway you can start, it will start accepting applications for tech pathway, and once it's complete, those 30 applications are done, it will accept no more applications, right? So I am sure this talks about the applications process and not the EOI process. So so I think that the tech pathway EOI process would remain the same. Okay, so these are the only changes. So when I say the guidelines has only changed with respect to the number of applications. Other things like eligibility criterias and other things have not changed. So if you have, obviously, I always advise go through to the stream page. Like for example, you want to do express entry stream and then you want to see the tech pathway. So you should always look at the latest eligibility criteria of your stream. So always do this, check the latest numbers, latest documentation requirements and everything, and get that information. Never get information from any of the older videos. Even for my videos, my tech pathway videos could be 6 months or 1 year old. Those might not be relevant today. So what you can do, you can always look at the latest numbers. Like for example, I see here, see the way they have presented the numbers have changed. I think I should do a detailed video on this also at some point of time. But yeah, that is the one. Okay, so I think the EOI process would still remain. The NOI process would change, right? So NOI, when once an NOI is given, you have 60 days to apply, and I'm sure one of those 60 days would fall within these dates, and then you will have to meet the number of applications here, right? So this is what I wanted to cover in this particular video about the new guidelines, and perhaps relieve some anxiety that what has changed is only the number of applications and nothing else. Okay. Obviously, it kinds of limits the chances, but it's also important to understand that this thing might help in any kind of faster processing. If it does that, I think we should appreciate that. Okay. So that's it on this particular video, and I will see you in the next one.